Hi guys, I just want to go through the close of play in the Dow. Basically we had this big move up from, just started inside the last hour, or at the last hour. It was pretty much a trend line breakout there with a hammer underneath it. It ran up from 446 to 564. So what I did was, when it peaked, I've lost it. So there it is. So it breaks up here, runs up. This is a 2-minute chart. Runs up and puts in a shooting star. So I put the fibs on it from the break of that. If you now watch what happens now. Let's take away this so I don't confuse you. If you tick by the charts, you can see it starts. A lot of novices are getting in now, thinking it's going to push up. I'm sitting there waiting. And you can see, still not time yet. Starts to move sideways. It's nearly touched the 50%. It hasn't quite. You can see it moves right down here through the 50%. So I'm looking to see how it can hold the 50 stopping bar. Still comes further down. And then as time goes on, we get a hammer, stopping bar on the fib zone, higher close, higher close. So you can see all the big money, all the big trade, all the big lots were, the big orders were getting put in down here. So a huge move to the upside, and then all the big money sits on the side, takes profit, sits on the sidelines, waits for it to pull right back into this play zone. So if you get the message is, if you get a big move, put the fibs on it, particularly the last hour of the Dow. Wait and see if it respects the fibs and holds the fibs, and then you can start, and then buy down when you get these reversal bars on the fib levels, and then see if it can move up. So I mean, this was about 2 minutes. This is about 2 or 3 minutes from the close here. So I took profits up here because it matched the set-off point here. So I didn't want to hang around. I don't like to hold in onto the actual close itself. So I took profits, and there you go. As did a lot of other people. Okay, so it was after a big move. The trick is just to throw the fibs on it, find these lower levels, and then trade it up. Okay, and that's a good way to make money. And after there's still a 15-minute period where it trades after the cash Dow is closed, and it did get bought into that close period. Okay, right, let's look at some other charts. So you can see I put a video out yesterday saying don't panic about this sell-off on Monday. What's happened is we come right down here to the trend line on the Dow. I was buying off confirmation of the lows and taking profits up here and getting back in on pullbacks and traded the last hour. So I mean, the Dow to me was a great trade today. And these were the kind of levels I was showing in the video last night, and that's exactly what happened to the pound. Now I was looking at 156.50. That was my target area, and I actually went 15 points lower, so I didn't quite pick the bottom. Now, I was looking at this 56.60 as well. A lot of support there. It looks as if it wasn't going to hold it. So I did trade the pound at these lows once I got confirmation that it was coming off. Yeah, you can see it's come off this level here, 56.30. Major support there. So good position trading here, not scalping, not swing trading, position trading. Position trading can easily become swing trading if you just get stopped break even and just let it loose, let it do its own thing. Because the fibs on this pound suggest, okay, so we came into the fib zone on Friday, came back to its major support today, and we look as if we could potentially break up here and at least retest 59.50. Okay, I would even suggest that it's swing tradable from here, just on a break of 58.20, or you could even trade it from a break of 57.85, as long as you're prepared to have a stop. And the stop 2 bars back now is 56.30, the lows of today. If you take an entry even from where we've closed and hold your stop underneath this bar here, because if we break the low of today, there's a high probability we will fail. I think this is moving up, and we'll see 160, 161 in the coming days. Euro, same situation. Let me clean this chart up for you. So I predicted the lower levels that were viable in the euro, and let's see where they've come from. So we've not quite touched this trendline support. So the low was right down there at 36.50. That's very similar to the level I was projecting. A lot of support down here. I think with a bar like that, that's pretty close to a hammer-like bar there. Inside yesterday's close, I think we're at least coming to 139, 140. Let's have a look at the fibs. So we've retested the lower fib level, got bought, and I think we're coming up to 140. Lower resistance at 139.50 in the daily 200. Look at the Aussie has been very strong today. Let's look at the Aussie. That's looking very similar to the Dow. I think that if we break up here, if we break today's highs, that's coming back up to these levels up here. I think it's coming back to 107. So if I'm right, so if you put an order in the book for 103.340 with a stop down there, and see if you can break up. But I think that is a very good chart, and I'm looking for that to move much higher. Let's have a look at the gold. Right, hammer-like bar on the gold. I think this is a good opportunity to buy the gold. I now think gold has got the potential to, if we break today's highs, I think the gold can get back to 1750 at least. I think that is a buy. I think the dollar's weak. Let's have a look at the dollar index. Come off support. We've got the daily 50 MA down here, haven't we? Tried to make a break for it, hit resistance. I think this is a head and shoulders for a short, and the neckline is here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Let me get the whiteboard up. I think what we're seeing is here to the, so we've moved up here. I think that's the first pullback is the shoulder. The move to the upside is the head. We come back down to the 50 EMA, tried to move up, sold off. So that's the neckline. I think if the dollar starts to break yesterday's lows, then I think it's going to plummet. However, if we start to break today's highs, then we could see a sharp move up, but I think that's unlikely. I think money is coming out of the safe havens and into equities and commodities, and that's what we're seeing. So I think the gold is a buy. Oil, we're just moving into the new contract. This is the December contract, and I think we are going to see, so the support's got bought there. This hammer was on the trend line, and we're seeing a continuation of this trend line. I think we're going to see, let's put the fibs on. Let's put the fibs on the big move. Right, so we've got resistance at 90.60. I think we're going to see 95 pretty quick. I think that's a W shape here. And I think the upside of this W is going to take us up here at least, if not 100. Okay, so the breakout of this area here was crucial. This holding of this bar down here was crucial, and I think I'm looking forward to trading the new contract in oil and seeing if we can get to at least 95. What else do I need to look at? The beans has been very good. I think the beans and the corn will react to this. Beautiful hammer in the beans. I'm going to be all over that tomorrow, because I think that it can break up and get up to some of these higher levels. So we retested the fib zone and bounced off it. I think we're going to get up to 13 pretty quick from 12.50. Could even be a limit up tomorrow. Corn. That's very similar. I think the weak dollar will give this corn a nice move, and the corn will see 675 pretty quick. Right, so these are positive markets. Let's have a look at some of the bellwethers. Holding up very, very well. It's Apple. So the lows at 370 was a great buy. And following Baidu. It's a hammer. I would expect that to break up. If we break up here, then we're going to back up to the highs in Baidu. To me, Baidu's a buy at 135. And Goldman Sachs, I'm predicting that will move up well. That's already started. I've been talking about the Goldman Sachs down from the lows here. And looking for Goldman Sachs to come up to 125. You want an entry in Goldman Sachs. Try and get just above the 100. I would be aggressive and try and get 125. I think Goldman Sachs is going places. Watch out for the gold stocks. GG. I think that's a nice hammer down there. HL. That's a nice hammer down there. Rheingold. Yep, Rheingold's coming up. A good time to be in stocks. Okay, hope that helps, and look forward to seeing you in the next update. If you want information on how to be in my trading room, let me know. If you are not a full subscriber to this newsletter and you would like to be, then drop me a line. Okay, I hope that helps, and look forward to seeing you at the next update.